The first competition is Monster Jam JCB Racing. Now, each one of our drivers have been slotted into spots 1 through 8 based on a random draw. It is the driver against the clock, and the driver with the fastest time is walking away with the first 8 points of this afternoon's event. But that's not all that we have in store. Take a look up at the video board right now. We have our Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay lucky section of the event. All right, so each driver directly correlates with a lucky section. So, for example, Gravedigger is representing section 130, Monster Mutt Dalmatian representing section 115, and so on and so forth. The winner of the JCB Racing competition, that lucky section, guess what? You guys are going to go home with a free chicken sandwich, courtesy of Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay. So take one more good look at those lucky sections, because you got to cheer on your driver when they come to the line. All that said and done, Tampa, who's ready for JCB Racing? Kicking things off, it's Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. A 10.467 for Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Again, 10.467, and she was representing Chick-fil-A lucky section number 115. Once again, a 10.467. That's going to be the score to beat. The time to beat, rather, here in JCB Racing. Coming up next, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, lucky section 117, it's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. For Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur, putting him currently in second place in the JCB Racing competition. Once again, he was representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay lucky section 117. Continuing on and approaching the line, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, lucky section 118, it's Brandon Toluchka, just get her done too. A 10.405, a new time to beat in the JCB Racing competition, courtesy of Brandon Toluchka, just get her done too. You can see it up there on the video board, a 10.405. Brandon Toluchka, just get her done too. Jumping currently to the top of the leaderboard, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay lucky section 118. So you guys right now are in the lead. Can he hold on to it? We're just going to have to wait and see, because coming up next, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay lucky section 130, it's Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. You just saw her up there on the super glue, glued to the action replay. Tyler Renninga in Gravedigger with that 10.737. Still holding on to the top spot though. Brandon Telechka just get her done too. Continuing on, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, lucky section 116, it's Nick Pagliarillo, Kraken. We're going to get that Monster Jam truck restaged and ready to go. And 11.455 for Nick Pagliarillo, Kraken. Once again, Nick Pagliarillo and Kraken, that 11.455, putting him currently in 5th place in the JCB racing competition. Section 118, you're looking real good right now because your driver, Brandon Telechka, just get her done too, is holding strong at the top. Continuing on, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, lucky section 101, it's Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. 12.745 for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon, again at 12.745. You saw it up there on the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. As she was coming around that last turn, she overshot it just a little bit, making the cross over to the finish line cost her a couple of those extra seconds. So again, that 12.745 for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Approaching the line, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, lucky section 102, it's Tony Oaks, Thunderoris. 11.574 for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Once again, 11.574. Holding strong right now at the top of the leaderboard. Brandon Telechka just get her done too with a 10.405, excuse me. So that Chick-fil-A lucky section 118, you guys are looking real good right now. The only thing standing between you and a chicken sandwich is this next competitor, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. He will be representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, lucky section 114. An 11.538 for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Something very important to note, Monster Jam fans. As he was coming around that first turn, he hit our gray turn cone. That is an automatic 5-second penalty for MJ Solorio, which means his official time, you can see it up there on the video board, a 16.538, which means the winner of the JCB Racing Competition, representing Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, Lucky Section 118, Brandon Telechka. Just get her done too. Earning the first 8 points of this afternoon's event, Brandon Telechka, just get her done too. An incredible run, a 10.405.
Brandon, your season's fastest time was a 10.458. Not only did you claim the first 8 points this afternoon, but you got your fastest time of the season with a 10.405. Congratulations.
Thank you. Heck, you put a chicken sandwich on the line, and I'll push that truck to the absolute limits. But no, it's absolutely awesome. My dad's back there. He got that truck all tuned up all last night, and we're ready to go for Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge.
Yeah, we're going to switch some gears here for that next competition. And now that you got this win under your belt, how confident do you feel rolling into the next competition?
Oh, it's going to be absolutely awesome. You know, the crazier you guys get out there, the crazier we get in the 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks. So we need to hear you guys out there. Maybe we'll pull some new tricks out of our sleeves.
Can't thank you enough. Congratulations. Let's make some noise for your JCB Racing winner, Brandon Telechka. Just get her done too.
Monster Jam fans, section 118, you won a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. Oh yeah, how awesome is that? And to celebrate, you guys, we're going to do something really incredible. We're going to spin the Monster Jam wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's how we're going to celebrate. Let's spin it. Oh, it is the Chick-fil-A dance party. Everybody on your feet, especially 118. Y'all got some free chicken. Let's go ahead and celebrate and dance if you want to be on the Monster Jam video board.
Tampa, thank you guys so much. Those are some incredible moves there onto the Chick-fil-A dance party cam. Now take a look up at the video board right now. I want to show you where each of our drivers currently stand in pursuit of that overall event championship. Okay, so we see right there at the top with the first 8 points of the night, Brandon Telechka in Just Get Her Done too, but only 1 point behind. We have Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian with 7 points, and rounding out the top 3, we have Tyler Meninga in Gravedigger with 6 points. We still got a lot more Monster Jam action coming your way, and coming up next is going to be that Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Now take a look at the video board for what we're looking for. So each driver is going to have 2 attempts to showcase their biggest and best moves just on 2 BKT tires. But Tampa, I need you to keep an extra eye out, because these drivers, they are so talented that sometimes you'll actually see them balance on 1 BKT tire. So we're looking for a variety of tricks, such as stoppies and poppers, where you're balancing in a complete vertical position. We're looking for wheelies, bicycles, which is arguably one of the most difficult tricks here at Monster Jam, moonwalks, where you actually pop it on the front 2 BKT tires, balance it on the nose, and kick it in reverse to go into that moonwalk, and so much more. And this is going to be your first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. We'll get to that, though, in just a few moments.
All these trucks are ready to go here for our second competition. That's the Great Clips Skills Challenge. So we're going to do a little Monster Jam truck parts 101. And right now here I have a magneto. It is essentially the heart of the engine. All right, so what happens is, we're going to take this cap off. This magneto here connects to the camshaft. All right, as the camshaft turns, it sends a spark here to the top here rotor. This rotor will continue to spin, and then this little metal part here will send a charge up to the top of this cap, all right? So this is the cap. It kind of looks like a jellyfish right now. So then there's a spark, and these spark plug wires are all attached at the very bottoms to the spark plugs. So in order to start these Monster Jam trucks, you need spark, you need fuel, and you need air. So this is what this magneto does. Now, depending on the engine itself, whether you're running a Chevy or a Hemi, it depends on where the timing goes here, and it correlates to the timing. So if it's a Chevy big block, it might start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's a Hemi, it might start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. This middle right here, this attaches to your mag box, which sits right behind our drivers. And essentially a mag box is just like your ignition in your car. So this is the heart of the engine and one of those key components to help Monster Jam drivers and trucks do what they do out on the track.
So as we said earlier, the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge is coming up next. But Monster Jam fans, this is where you come in. Okay, we talked about this a little bit earlier. JudgesZone.com is where it's at. And for more on that, Jabari, I know you're somewhere here in the arena. Can we remind everybody exactly what they need to do?
Absolutely. Still here in section 118 because we just had a little Chick-fil-A party. But hey, everybody, Monster Jam is totally unscripted. It is up to you, the fans, to score these next competitions, and I'm going to do that, show you how to do that right now, okay? Everybody take out your cell phones, go to your browser, and head to judgeszone.com. Or we have this awesome QR code right there on the video board. Judgeszone.com is where you need to go. Now, when you have that, it's gonna look like this, okay? You're gonna have 3 X's right here, like these beautiful people right here have it, and you're gonna put in the city code. That code is TPA. TPA. All right, judgeszone.com, TPA. I see you guys are still locking it in. There you go. All right, what's going to happen next? You're going to come across this BKT tire. This is how you're going to score these next competitions, okay? You're going to slide that BKT tire all the way up in the green to score highest, or you're going to move that BKT tire down in the red to score low. But you're going to have 20 seconds, okay? You can choose any numbers in between. It's going to be up to you, the fans here in Tampa Bay. You guys ready for more Monster Jam? Let me hear you.
Kicking things off in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge from Paso Robles, California, it's MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco. First attempt was an attempted popper, trying to pop that 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks in the front 2 BKT tires. 1 attempt down, 1 to go for MJ Solorio.
Let's hear it for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Right now is your chance to head to judgeszone.com. Let's go ahead and lock in those scores. You got the QR code right there. What will it be? Judgeszone.com.
So that first attempt that we witnessed was an attempted popper, where you take advantage of the throttle, utilize the momentum to balance on the front two BKT tires. Didn't quite get there, but that second attempt more than made up for it. You see it up there on the original super glue, glued to the action replay. A solid stoppy, balanced on the nose, great control, solid vertical positioning. Let's see what you guys thought. Scores are locked and coming in on the video board for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. At 8.086, that's going to be the score to beat in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge. Monster Jam fans, make your passion your purpose and impact the world. Train in one of 150 plus careers in the U.S. Army while earning a competitive salary and great benefits. Be all you can be in the U.S. Army. Make sure to visit goarmy.com to learn more. Continuing on from Osteen, Florida, it's time to release the Kraken with Nick Pagliarulo. Solid reverse hopper for that first attempt. Let's see what he has in store for attempt number 2, courtesy of Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken.
Let's hear it for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Right now, head to judgeszone.com. You can also scan that QR code. You have about 15 seconds to lock in those scores.
2 solid attempts by Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. The original super glue glued to the action replay. That second attempt is what we call a combination move, where you seamlessly go from one move to the next. But I got to talk about that reverse popper, because if you were looking really closely as he was balancing on the back 2 BKT tires, he actually took the steering wheel off and hung it out the window while he was balancing a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. So really impressive. Let's see what you guys thought. Score to beat in 8.086 by El Toro Loco. The score for Kraken is at 8.009. That's going to put him currently in second place in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge. Coming up next, from Lucinda, Pennsylvania, it's Tony Oaks, Thunder Roris. Great control by Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars that first attempt. Balancing it on the nose. One attempt down, one to go.
Let's hear it for Tony Oaks, Thunder Roars. 20 seconds to lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
Original super glue glued to the action replay showcases just such great control. Kay, we see a lot of this with Tony Oaks. The consistency is always there with this competitor.
Absolutely. This is one of his favorite competitions, and it really shows. I mean, being able to use that balance, that throttle control as well there, especially balancing on those front tires, and then having the wherewithal or the track awareness to be able to finish out those attempts.
Absolutely. It seems like the crowd enjoyed it, but let's find out. Scores are officially locked in. Score to beat is El Toro Loco with an 8.086. The score for Thunder Roars is a 9.424. We got a new leader and a new score to beat in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Now, Monster Jam fans, he is a veteran of this country, a veteran here in the sport. We've seen such great precision from him. He actually has, to date, 30 Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge wins under his belt for the 2024 season, the most of anybody currently on the track right now. So he truly is a fierce competitor across the board, but most notably in this particular phase of the competition. Ready to make some waves from Kewanee, Wisconsin, it's Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon. 20 seconds to lock in those scores at JudgesZone.com. Is up to you, Tampa Bay.
Tough break for Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon. The original super glue glued to the action replay. That popper was honestly one of her best this season, regards to the balance and the way she was able to maintain that control. But Kay, right to the very end, you see kind of where it teeters over with that slow motion rollover, Kay.
Definitely, and of course also you can see some of that smoke coming out, so I'm a little worried that it potentially could be a transmission issue. You got to think, Christina, there's a lot of pressure riding on those front tires, and so that's a lot of RPMs having to work there on that transmission. So of course I'll give you an update on that.
Absolutely, but right now we are going to take it up to the video board. Let's see what you guys thought A 5.638 for Michaela Tolechka in Megalodon. That's going to put her currently in 4th place. You can see it up there on the video board in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
Monster Jam fans having fun over here in section 117. 117, make some noise. Okay, we'll try that again next time. Okay, right now I'm here with Carissa, and she has her wonderful family. Who do you have here with you?
I have my daughter Brinley, my nephew Tage, and my mom Cheryl.
Okay, I see a family of 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to win you some Monster Jam tickets for next year, because we're coming to, I should say, to Raymond James Stadium in February. But you got to answer this trivia question. Not this for free. Okay, so let's go ahead and put up the trivia question, and I want you guys to help her out if you think you know the answer.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, Brandon Lecture here. Time to play some Monster Jam trivia. What are these Monster Jam truck bodies made of? Is it A, steel?
Yeah, absolutely.
B, plastic? C, rubber gum? Or D, glass? You know the answer. Let me hear you.
Shout it out if you think you know the answer. Help her out. What are they made out of? Okay, I just hear a lot of noise in this section. How about you guys, 117? Oh, okay. What do you think it is?
I'm going to go with fiberglass.
Fiberglass. I believe that was D. Is she right? Are they made of fiberglasses? They are! She is right! You know what? You deserve these for sure. 4 tickets to Monster Jam coming to Ray J next year, February 2nd. And if you guys want to come to Raymond James Stadium to Monster Jam, get your tickets right now at monsterjam.com.
We still have a lot more Monster Jam packed action coming your way in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. 4 competitors have competed so far. We got 4 to go. Let's take a look at the video board right now. Sitting pretty at the top from Lucinda, Pennsylvania, we got Tony Oaks and Thunder Roris with a significant lead up there with that 9.424. Really impressive. We saw some great control out there on the track. Putting it into perspective, you are balancing a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. And anytime these drivers are in that vertical position, whether it is on the nose, whether it's with those poppers, they're actually looking down at the dirt. So they have to be very, very self-aware and very confident in what they're doing. We saw MJ Solario El Toro Loco bounce back after that first attempt. He went for that popper, didn't have enough momentum to get in that complete vertical position, but the second attempt more than made up for it, balanced on the nose, earning him a score of 8.086. We saw Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, not too far behind with that 8.009. And as we just saw, Michaela Tolechka in Megalodon, the 5.638. But I said it before and I'll say it again, that popper was actually a textbook popper. She found the balancing point really solid. That's something that she's been working on throughout the entirety of the season. And she, just at that very, very end, that tip over. But other than that, it really was a solid popper. We just saw his little sister, and now coming onto the track, your JCB Racing winner from Kewanee, Wisconsin, it's Brandon Tolechka, just getting on 2.
Let's hear it for Brandon Telechka in Just Get Her Done 2. 20 seconds to lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
Tampa, that first attempt with that popper wasn't quite what he was looking for, but man, did he make up for it in that second attempt. So smooth, going right into that stoppie, finds the balancing point, actually takes it a step further, balances on the front of that truck, and then on one BKT tire for the save, puts it back on all 4 BKT tires. No easy feat, really impressive. Score to beat right now is Thunderoris with that 9.424. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is an 8.925, very respectable score. That's going to put him currently in second place in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge. Coming up next from Osteen, Florida, it's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur.
Let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Right now, JudgesZone.com is up to you, Tampa Bay.
He was extremely meticulous with that very first attempt. He lined it up just right, slow and steady, up the ramp, and then kicked it onto the back 2 BKT tires to then balance. That second attempt right up there now on the original super glue, glued to the action replay. That nice nose wheelie, dancing those BKT tires, the back BKT tires rather, back and forth as he's moving forward. Let us know what you guys thought of that one. Scores are locked. Let's take it up to the video board. A 7.725 for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Coming up next, from Oskaloosa, Iowa, that black and green wrecking machine, Tyler Menninga, Grave Digger.
Let's hear it for Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. 20 seconds to lock in those scores, Tampa Bay. You can scan that QR code or head right now to judgeszone.com.
That second attempt that you just witnessed on the original Super Glue Glued to the Action replay, a combination move, goes from the nose wheelie, kicks it into a moonwalk, and then goes back on the back two BKT tires right to the brink, okay? It almost looks like he's going to flip over, but listen, it's Tyler Meninga.
Absolutely, and he is just makes it look so effortlessly as well. Those scores are locked in, though, Christina. Let's take a look at the video board.
Score to beat is Thunder Roar is a 9.424. The score for Gravedigger is a 9.551, new leader and a new score to beat. One competitor left in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. From Christmas, Florida, it's Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. 20 seconds, Tampa Bay. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
Okay, that first attempt had me holding my breath up here because there was so much bounce right there. The original Super Glue Glued to the Action replay looked like she was going to lose it a couple of different times, but man, that was really entertaining.
Well, that just shows how much control she ended up having there. I mean, right there you see, I thought she was going to lose it, but kudos to her to be able to get that Monster Jam truck back to its vertical position.
Was it enough, though, to take over the top spot and ultimately the win from Tyler Meninga in Gravedigger with that 9.551? Let's find out. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is a 9.525, good enough for second place in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, but that means your winner, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. This now marks 24 Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge wins for Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger on the year so far. 2024 has been an awesome season for this particular driver. He's a series champion, a world finals champion, and here now with the next 8 points of the event.
Tyler, you make it look so easy. I mean, can you tell us a little bit about that secret on how you can get this Monster Jam truck to dance up here?
Yeah, you know what? That was an awesome skills competition. Every driver came out here, laid it out on the line for you guys. My trick went a little not how I wanted it to go, to be honest with you. I still had a little more in the tank there. But, man, hats off to all the other competitors out here. But I'm happy to be standing up on the top of this pod right now. Tampa, are you guys having fun at Monster Jam?
You've collected your first 8 points. We're going to go into the halftime. Of course, we've got the Sky Wheelie competition and freestyle. The momentum now is on your side into the second half. You feel good?
Absolutely. You know, I got my 2 favorite competitions left. I love a good Sky Wheelie, and man, who doesn't love Monster Jam Freestyle? That's why I come to Monster Jam. I can guarantee you that's why all you guys come to Monster Jam. And I can promise you one thing here, Tampa. We're in the home of Monster Jam, and Gravedigger's known for freestyle. So the louder you guys get, the harder I'm going to drive this truck. So let me hear ya!
What an amazing start to Monster Jam. Congratulations one more time at Tyler Meninga in Gravedigger securing that Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge win. We got a lot more action coming your way, but right now it is halftime. So the perfect time, get up, stretch your legs, grab a snack, walk on over to one of our merchandise stands. You can get yourself a little bit of Monster Jam swag, some of our awesome merchandise. You got the Truckin' Pals, you got our toys here, so many things here at Monster Jam. But for those of you sticking in your seats, take a look at the video board. We got a lot of important VIP fan messages. Monster Jam fans, some technical difficulties back there, but as you saw a little bit earlier, we had Gravedigger pulled to the back to assess what was going on with that Monster Jam truck. You can see a little bit of that feed right now. Our UNOH technicians are working tirelessly to get that Monster Jam truck back on the track. You can see Logan Vessels thrashing on that truck right now alongside of Shelby Fisher, the tech official for El Toro Loco. Kay, I see you standing there on the track. What's happening?
All right, so I'm going to walk you through this. They're actually changing out the hub right now. Remember when I said about those planetaries, there's 3 gears and then that sun gear? Well, they actually had to replace the entire planetary, the entire hub, and that's what Logan Vessels, and you can see the rest of these technicians here from other teams are helping him to try to make sure that Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger can get back here for the Sky Wheelie competition. This is a massive undertaking. They've had to take off the hub. They took off the planetary. They had to get a new planetary, new sun gear, everything, and including to be able to put that big hub back on. It is super heavy. So this entire team is working, and of course these other technician teams as well, crew chiefs as well, helping Logan Vessels trying to get that back.
It's that time for Monster Jam Sky Wheelies. All right, it's going to be up to you, the fans, to score this next competition. You're going to watch these trucks fly up vertically, okay? You're going to judge based on creativity and height and so much more. Are you ready for Monster Jam Sky Wheelies? Make some noise!
Kicking things off, he's a second-generation driver. It's Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken.
Let's hear it for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Right now is the time to use judgeszone.com. We also have that QR code, about 15 seconds to lock in those scores.
The original super glue glued to the action replay. is your reminder of that run as you guys are scoring at judgeszone.com. Didn't have quite enough gusto to get the height and the vertical positioning. He was pitched forward ever so slightly, lands on the back two BKT tires. But remember, you guys are the judges, so it's completely up to you. He's setting the bar for his fellow competitors. Let's see what you guys thought of this one. Scores are locked in and coming in on the video board right now. A 5.240. That's going to be the score to beat in the Sky Wheelie competition. Continuing on with the 2024 Breakout Driver of the Year, it's Brandon Telechka. Just get her done too.
Let's hear it for Brandon Telechka in Just Get Her Done 2. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Right now, Tampa Bay, judgeszone.com.
That one certainly had a little bit more pop, a little bit more of that gusto that I was talking about, hitting the throttle and the brake to go into that Sky Wheelie, pitched forward ever so slightly. So we're seeing a little bit of a pattern. We're really looking for that complete vertical positioning to accompany the height when it comes to these Sky Wheelies. Few more seconds to lock in those scores. Reminder right now, Kraken is the score to beat with a 5.240. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is a 6.555. We got a new leader and new score to beat. Coming up next, I Need You to Roar for Tony Oaks, Thunder Roaris.
Let's hear it for Tony Oaks in Thunder Roaris. 20 seconds to lock in those scores right now at judgeszone.com.
Taking advantage of that log stack, the original super glue glued to the action replay. A textbook Sky Wheelie is what we just witnessed. Great momentum, solid vertical positioning, that perfect 90-degree angle that I was talking about. Straight up, straight down, lands on the back two BKT tires. The wow factor was there. It had everything that you're looking for in that textbook Sky Wheelie. Score to beat, Just Get Her Done 2, a 6.555. The score for Thunder Roaris is a 9.021. A new leader and a new score to beat. Coming up next, it's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur.
Let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. Tampa Bay, 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
So Tampa, if you've noticed, All of our drivers are taking advantage of different sides of that elevated obstacle to see where they're going to get the most pop. Now, we just saw Excalibur come around using the momentum of that lap to go into that sky wheelie. It had a little bit more distance as opposed to the straight up and straight down. So some of that bigger air, but not necessarily a sky wheelie. Let us know what you thought. You got a few more seconds. Let's get those scores locked in. They're coming in on the video board. A 5.396. That's going to put him currently in third place in the Monster Jam Sky Wheelie competition. It's time to put those puppy paws together. She's a student at the University of Northwestern Ohio. It's Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Tampa Bay, you have 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Use that city code TPA at judgeszone.com.
Send in that puppy to the sky. That sky wheelie rivaled that of your current leader, Tony Oaks, in Thunderoris. It had great height. She lands on the back two BKT tires. It wasn't completely in the vertical positioning, though. If you looked very, very closely on the original super glue glued to the action replay, that truck was pitched forward ever so slightly. Score to beat right now, reminder, is Thunderoris with that 9.021. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is a 9.064. A new leader and new score to beat. It's time to get a little crazy with MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. We can see up there on the video board a live shot of him in that Monster Jam truck. Let's see what he has in store. I think he wants you to get loud, Monster Jam fans.
Let's hear it for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. We also have the QR code to scan.
He utilizes the momentum as he's coming around the track. He slows up a little bit before then going full throttle into that sky wheelie. Creativity was definitely there. The smoke coming out of that bull. That little extra flair that we talk about at Monster Jam is what we witnessed with MJ Solario in El Toro Loco. Let us know what you thought. Scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board. What do you guys think of that one? MJ Solario in El Toro Loco. And 8.586. That's going to put him currently in third place in our Monster Jam Sky Wheelie competition. Coming to the track, put those fins together for Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
The original super glue glued to the action replay. She lost a little bit of momentum as she was coming around that turn. You saw her go into that vertical positioning. Didn't quite get the height, though. If you looked at the back two BKT tires, they did in fact come off of the track, but did not get the height that we've seen in some of our other competitors. Remember, you guys have all the power here. So You are the judges. Let's see what you thought of Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Scores are locked and coming in on the video board. A 5.850. That's going to put her currently in 5th place in the Sky Wheelie competition. Now, Monster Jam fans, we have seen 7 competitors here in the Monster Jam Sky Wheelie competition. And we saw Logan Vessels and all of our UNOH technicians thrashing on Tyler Meninga in Gravedigger to see if he is able to come back out here and compete as the final competitor in the Monster Jam Sky Wheelie competition. Sitting pretty at the top right now, Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, a 9.064. There is only one driver standing between her and victory. And that driver is coming down the tunnel. Let's make some noise, making his comeback onto the track. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger.
Let's hear it for Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. Tampa Bay, 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
Once again, our final competitor in the Sky Wheelie competition. Take a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay, that overhead shot. You can see those front 2 BKT tires were straight up in the air. So that vertical positioning was definitely there. Got some great height. Lands on the back 2 BKT tires and continues to wheelie through the elevated obstacle. Again, that extra creativity, taking it up a notch. But was that enough to take the win? Let's find out. An 8.750. 3rd place in the Sky Wheelie competition. That means your winner of Monster Jam Sky Wheelies. Pop those puppy paws together. It's Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is Jamie's 4th Sky Wheelie win of the year. Sending that dog straight to the sky. Great form, great height. A well-deserved win.
Jamie, I think it caught you off guard a little bit that you were the winner. I mean, you were already strapped in, ready to go for freestyle. Congratulations, well-deserved. What a great Sky Wheelie there for you.
Oh yeah, super awesome. You know, I got tired of finishing second to these amazing drivers out here. You know, Gravedigger, Tyler Meninga, Tony Oaks, and Thunder Horse. All these drivers are so incredible. So to be able to even compete with them is awesome. But now to get a win over them, that's even better.
Now you've collected your first 8 points this afternoon. We only have one competition left. You're ready to throw it down here for freestyle.
Oh yeah, this puppy's gonna be left right here in the dirt. You know, we're gonna bury that Gravedigger and hopefully come out with a win.
Congratulations to you. Tampa, let's hear it for your Sky Wheelie competition winner, Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
One more time, Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, now in the lead on the BKT overall event leaderboard with a 2-point lead going into Monster Jam Freestyle. You see it up there, 22 points, 2 points behind Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger. Rounding out that top 3, we've seen kind of this pattern throughout the event. Brandon Telechka, Jess Geddard on 2, hovering in that 3rd place spot currently with 17 points. Got a lot more competition still coming your way, and coming up next is in fact that grand finale, Monster Jam Freestyle. Very important. There's a lot we're looking for in this particular competition. Each driver is going to have 60 seconds to lay it all out there on the track. Very, very important, though, in order to qualify for a score. they must complete at least 15 seconds of their Monster Jam freestyle. We're looking for the use of the obstacles, that creativity, the wow factor, technical moves, those combination moves. We talked about this earlier, where you seamlessly go from one move to the next. But that's not all we have, okay? We want to make sure you're paying extra attention, because tonight, during this freestyle competition, everyone here, yes, everyone here, will have an opportunity to win a free Chick-fil-A sandwich when one of your favorite Monster Jam trucks completes the Chick-fil-A move of the night. So there's a lot on the line, not just points, but once again, Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here with John right now, and we're going to have some fun here. We're going to play Truckin' Pals. It's a little bit of a Monster Jam animation race. Who do you want to win?
Gravedigger.
Okay, so off the top, he's going to be choosing Gravedigger. We have El Toro Loco. Make some noise. Gravedigger. Or Megalodon. And the races are about to be off. Here they go. Wow. Ooh-wee. It looks like it is Gravedigger. I think you won that. Congratulations right here. I got something really cool for you. Let me get it right here. Thank you so much. It's a Gravedigger Truck and Pile toy. Pretty cool? Yeah. Who's ready for more Monster Jam? Let me hear you.
Well, all these Monster Jam trucks are getting ready for their final competition, which is Monster Jam Freestyle. So, you know, we had talked about the Magneto, and I said something about the Mag Box. Well, this is the Mag Box. And remember those kind of little jellyfish tentacles? Well, that spark plug wire actually one of them attaches to the top right here. This is like the ignition in your car. So this helps spread that power, helps turn on that magneto, and of course then distributes that power off to the spark plugs. Now, if I'm the driver, this mag box is located right here, a little behind me if I'm sitting inside of that Monster Jam truck. And then there's a divider right behind me, and that's where that magneto would be, and then of course your engine and then the rest of the components. So that's just a little Monster Jam Truck Parts 101 here at Monster Jam.
Hey, Tampa Bay. It's time for you, the fans, to get freestyle started, and it's very simple. Take out your cell phones. Oh, yeah, let's turn on those lights. We're about to light it up and turn off the lights, and I need you to move with the beat. Up, down, up, down. Keep it going. We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is your local Ford dealers freestyle competition. Let's hear it for MJ Solorio. El Toro Loco. Monster Jam fans, you have 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
Starting things off in a really fierce way. Doesn't let up on the throttle throughout the entirety of that run. He took full advantage of not only the 60-second clock, but all the different obstacles that you see out there, hitting different jumps, getting different heights. A nice way to set the bar for his fellow competitors. Remember, Monster Jam fans, you got a few seconds. We want to lock in those scores for MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Let's focus our attention up there on the video board. A 6.890. Nice way to kick things off. That is going to be the score to beat in your local Ford dealers freestyle. We got 7 more competitors left, ready to take to the track. You can see it up there. The original super glue glued to the action replay. That nice wheelie moment across the center of the elevated obstacle, blowing that smoke. You know, each driver has their own flair. They have their own personality, and you see that reflected in their driving style. We notice that a lot, especially with MJ Solorio in El Toro Loco. Remember, Monster Jam fans, I talked about this a little bit, but I want to make sure you guys are really paying attention during the freestyle competition, okay? Because we're going to name the move of the night, and when that happens, each and every one of you sitting here, you're going to have an opportunity to win a free sandwich courtesy of Chick-fil-A. So as you've seen throughout the entirety of today's event, lots of giveaways, lots of fun here at Monster Jam. Coming to the track, she's a second-generation driver. It's Michaela Toluchka, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon. Tampa Bay, you got 20 seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Michaela Toluchka in Megalodon, completing the full Monster Jam freestyle run, 60 seconds. Throughout the last couple of weeks, at around the 30 to 35 second mark, that truck would stop because there were some electrical gremlins, some things that she was dealing with. But Brandon Toluchka, Mitch Toluchka, they got that truck dialed in, and we just saw her complete a stellar Monster Jam freestyle display. Score to beat right now is El Toro Loco with the 6.890. The score for Megalodon is a 6.552. That's going to put her currently in second place in Monster Jam freestyle. Remember, Monster Jam fans, you got all the power here. I heard some ahs in the arena, so make sure you have those cell phones in your hands and ready to go at JudgesZone.com. 2 competitors down. We got 6 more to go. The points are very close in this particular event going into Monster Jam Freestyle. Only 1 point separates some of these competitors. I believe it was Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done Too, is sitting in 3rd right now with Gravedigger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian tied for the top spot going into the Monster Jam Freestyle competition. So we have seen these 2 competitors go so far. We got 6 more remaining. It's going to be really intriguing to see who is going to walk away as not only your local Ford Dealers Freestyle winner, but the BKT overall event champion as well.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in section 103 with this lovely group right here. I have Charisse. She looks like the head of the group right now. Tell us a little bit. You guys came a little ways to come out here tonight. Where are you guys from? What do you do?
So this is our RC Car Club with our summer camp this past summer. We're based out of Sarasota, Florida at Robert L. Taylor Community Complex.
That sounds very complicated, but awesome at the same time. Anybody in Sarasota in the house? Yeah. Okay, since you guys are so awesome, I'm going to let you introduce the next truck. I'm going to start it off, okay? Here we go. Let me hear you.
Lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
Let's hear it for Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars.
Monster Jam fans, take a look at the original Super Glue Glued to the Action replay for Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars. Putting the pedal to the metal on that Morgan & Morgan backflip. Really great height. Kay, where do you think it went wrong, though, during that landing? As you were watching the Morgan & Morgan backflip, it looked like he lined it up just right, but during that rotation, lost it a little bit in the air.
Sometimes these Monster Jam trucks can actually twist mid-air. We see that a lot here in those Morgan & Morgan backflips. And unfortunately for Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars, he wasn't able to line himself back in, especially when he got into that landing. So that was just the unfortunate rollover there we see for Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars. But honestly, I thought the entire freestyle run was super, super good, super very controlled, and I'm excited to see what that score is going to be from our fans.
Absolutely. So let's see what our fans actually thought of that one. Score to beat El Toro Loco is 6.890. The score for Thunder Roars is a 9.293, which means we got a new leader and new score to beat in your local Ford Dealers Freestyle. Kudos to Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars. That amazing Morgan & Morgan backflip. Let's remind everybody right there, the original Super Glue Glued to the Action replay of that Morgan & Morgan backflip. With that backflip, everyone here in attendance is going to win a Chick-fil-A sandwich, courtesy of Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay, because that is officially our Chick-fil-A move of the night. So here's what I need you guys to do in order to get that free chicken sandwich. You need to download the Chick-fil-A app. You're going to claim your free offer. And all you got to do really is make sure your location services are turned on, okay? That's really important so that you're able to go ahead and claim that free chicken sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app. Monster Jam fans, Morgan & Morgan and Monster Jam, America's largest injury law firm, is smashing injury cases. Over $20 billion won. They're taking massive wins, over 100 offices, over 1,000 lawyers. So if you're injured, their lawyers are monsters. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, forthepeople.com. Making his way onto the track from Osteen, Florida, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur.
Let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores. Judgeszone.com.
The original super glue glued to the action replay. Look at this air right out the gate. He's a very calculated driver. So he lined himself up with the ramp as that 60-second clock was beginning and got some really great air right in the beginning and kind of continued that momentum throughout the entirety of that Monster Jam freestyle run. Let us know what you thought, though, Monster Jam fans. Scores are locked in at judgeszone.com. Let's focus our attention up there on the video board. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, a 6.518. That's going to put him currently in 4th place in your local Ford dealers freestyle. It's time to just get her done with Brandon Toluchka.
Make some noise for Brandon Telechka in Just Get Her Done 2. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Brandon Telechka, just get her done too with a very aggressive driving style. The original super glue glued to the action replay showcases some nice moments right up there around the 27-second mark. He got some great air, went into that stoppy. Kind of wrap your mind around this, okay? It's a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck soaring through the air and then completely stopping on the front BKT tires. So really impressive tricks throughout the entirety of that freestyle run. Score to beat right now is Thunder Roarus, a 9.293. The score for Just Get Her Done 2 is a 7.433. Good enough to put him currently in second place in your local Ford dealers freestyle. Tampa, those bells only mean one thing. Who's ready for Gravedigger?
Let's hear it for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. That Morgan and Morgan backflip. You got a few seconds left to lock in those scores. You witnessed it on the super glue glued to the action replay. He's a World Finals champion, throwing down a heater of a Monster Jam freestyle run. Score to beat is Thunder Roarus with that 9.293. The score for Gravedigger is a 9.776. A new leader and new score to beat in Monster Jam freestyle. You can see MJ Solorio bowing down to the Monster Jam World Finals freestyle champion, and now your current leader on your local Ford dealers freestyle board. Really incredible run by a top-notch competitor here at Monster Jam. Kay Young, I know you're standing by right now. What do you got going on back there?
So I just talked to Logan Vessels, the crew chief for Gravedigger, and he said that it is a transmission. They're going to have to swap it out in between this event and our next event here later on tonight. So right now, just the transmission, but what a wild freestyle and what a score there for your leader, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger.
Absolutely. And that shot of him coming on to the center of that elevated obstacle was something I think none of our fans here in Tampa are ever going to forget. Monster Jam really is, you get history anytime you come here and you get to see unbelievable wow moments. And we just witnessed that here, the very first event of the weekend. Your local Ford dealers freestyle. The video board right now currently shows where each of our drivers stand in pursuit of the freestyle win. Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger taking the top with a 9.776. Tony Oaks and Thunder Roar is the 9.293. Really incredible stuff by all of our amazing drivers. Kay, I know you're standing by right now with Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger.
Tyler, that was an incredible freestyle and, of course, an incredible finish there. What's going on?
Man, you know what? I've been telling you guys, Tampa, Gravedigger is known for freestyle, baby. Ragged edge, crazy freestyle action. That's what we're known for, and I can promise you one thing. As long as I'm driving that truck, it's going to stay that way. That freestyle right there was for each and every one of you fans here in Tampa, the home of Monster Jam, baby.
Monster Jam fans, while the smoke clears out of here, I'm in section 101 with these awesome fans right here. We're going to play something really cool called Finish the Lyric, okay? We're going to start the music. We're going to play part of the song. It's going to cut out, and you have to finish the lyric. You know this song. I know this song. You may not know this song, and neither do you. You definitely know this song. It's Backstreet Boys, okay? So DJ Josh, hit it.
Want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartbreak. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I want it that way.
You all sound beautiful, Tampa. Let's give them a brave round of applause. They sung in front of all of Tampa Bay. Wow. That was incredible. High five right there. Who's ready for more Monster Jam? Come on, Tampa Bay.
Monster Jam fans, if you like what you see here at Monster Jam, okay, you got to mark your calendars because next year, 2025, we're going to Salt Lake City, Utah for the biggest event of the year, Monster Jam World Finals, excuse me. I'm so excited about freestyle right now. But Monster Jam World Finals. Kay, you've had the opportunity to actually commentate at many Monster Jam World Finals. You know, what kind of is the adrenaline that you feel when you're out there?
It is amazing there to be at Monster Jam World Finals. Of course, we're going to be at Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. And, of course, one day of nonstop action. Christina, you do not want to miss it. None of our fans want to miss it. Log on to monsterjam.com for tickets and more information.
It's time to release the Kraken with Nick Pagliarulo.
Let's hear it for Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com, Tampa Bay.
Original super glue, glued to the action. Replay that moment that you just witnessed. Was a nice stoppie, held that nose wheelie, kicked it into reverse into the moonwalk. Nice presentation overall by Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. Few more seconds, let's get those scores locked in at JudgesZone.com. Let's take it up to the video board right now. Scores are officially locked in. A 7.785, putting him currently in third place in your local Ford dealers freestyle. One competitor remains. She's fighting for the BKT Overall Event Championship. It's Jamie Sullivan, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Tampa Bay, it is up to you. Head to JudgesZone.com and let's lock in those scores.
Some of the biggest air we've seen throughout the entirety of this competition, courtesy of Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, taking that puppy from one end of the arena all the way to the other. Great variations, great height. The original super glue glued to the action. Replay right there. Look at that nice sky wheelie. But was it enough to take over the top spot and ultimately the freestyle win? We're going to remind everybody one final time. The score to beat right now is Gravedigger with a 9.776. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is an 8.648. Good enough for third place in your local Ford dealers freestyle, but that means the winner of your local Ford dealers freestyle, that black and green wrecking machine, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. 8 points in pursuit of that overall event championship. Was it enough? Let's add up those scores. You got 6 in the JCB racing competition. We got 8 in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge, 6 in the Sky Wheelie competition, 8 in your local Ford dealers freestyle for a total of 28 points. Your BKT overall event champion is truly bad to the bone, Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger.
Event number 1 has completed. You got the overall event in a crazy epic fashion there. Came down to the wire there in that freestyle.
Yeah, you know what, Tampa? This feels awesome, man. Coming out here, event number 1 of the weekend and taking this trophy home, man. These trophies are awesome, but I can tell you what's even more awesome than that is you guys supporting that black and green truck and that crazy old man, Dennis Anderson, for over 40 years, guys. You Monster Jam fans are Gravedigger's sponsor. And I promise you one thing. Every time I get in that truck, I will drive that truck as hard as I can for each and every one of you guys. Tampa, I love you guys. It's the home of Monster Jam, baby. And we're rocking the house. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Jabari, what a way to end it. You know, talk
yeah.
about a finale. That was absolutely incredible. I asked you, you know, what your greatest takeaway was, but I kind of think I know.
Oh, you think you know? Wild guess. The fans of Tampa Bay. You know, my heart is with Tampa Bay. I live in St. Petersburg. I was on TV here for many years, and this is the best fan base ever in the whole country. I'm going to prove it to you, okay?
Yeah, do it.
Tampa Bay, if you had some fun, make some noise. Let me hear you. See what I mean? Tampa Bay, baby, Tampa Bay.
I love it. It has absolutely been an electric, I'm going to use that word electric, because it really has been an electric afternoon of Monster Jam. And we hope each and every one of you had as much fun as we did. On behalf of Jabari Thomas, Kay Young, I'm Christina Moore, and all of us here at Feld Entertainment Tampa, that was Monster Jam. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end, never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-ins, full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. 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 When I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster.